Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for little as $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In the previous video we looked at the breaking news with regard to corporate notice and also the key dates. In today's video we're also going to be looking again at the key dates with some further developments and analysis of the key dates. We're also going to be looking at the price action today, and focus is going to be on corporate notices. Have they been received? Are the shorts still shorting? And in terms of what happened today in the chart, what is the reason for that? What's the theory behind that? So let's start by having a look at the chart for today. We can see there was a huge short attack at open market. There was tremendous movement up. I think it went up at one point close to $9.90, and from that high of $9.90 it's come down at $1.695. I think it closed at around about $7.02. So let's now have a look at what's going on in terms of short interest and data. That is still being shorted, so shorts are not actually exiting right now in terms of what we can see, and they're continuing to short. So we will have a look at reasons for that. But before we do that, I'm going to present a theory shared just by Tony from Market Moves in terms of a possible theory of this current price action. So let's have a look at Tony's theory. So what Tony has stated here in terms of the hedge fund strategy, he said, number one, continuing running short algos all the way up to the 8th of December, which we're looking at tomorrow. Limiting the price movement. Number two, retail, including those that don't understand the potential of 3.2 billion barrels of oil, buy into the short squeeze, buying tons of the shares. And number three, the last day for the retail comes up, which we've seen here is 8th of December. That is in order if you want to qualify for next bridge. So continuing with Tony's theory here, he says retail, that portion which only understands the short squeeze play, exits because they don't want next bridge hydrocarbon shares. So that is something that obviously the shorts may well know about. Shorts close, buy to close into this retail selling, so that's what they may be expecting. So then what happens after that is shorts have 2 additional days to close. So we're looking at obviously retail does not buy on the 9th, retail does not buy on the 13th, so there is a theory here that shorts close at that time. The main thing is shorts have underestimated their own shorting. Continuing with that, so Tony believes that retail holds through on the 9th and the 12th and will be the only people selling to shorts who obviously want to buy. And finally, and that portion holding on the 9th and the 12th and already pre-allocated those shares for next bridge hydrocarbons. So obviously he's looking at that. So if shorts want his shares and many other long shares, we're looking at the 9th and the 12th, and that on those days Tony is expecting them to pay a very significant premium. What I'd now like to do is have a look at an update with regard to brokers in terms of what they are currently doing in terms of closing out the short positions, and also what's happening with regard to corporate notices received from different brokers. So let's start by having a look at DeGiro. So we can see here the DeGiro shorts are already beginning to close tomorrow. The rest also on the 8th, 9th or 12th to buy and close. So Trade Zero, December the 9th. Quest Trade we have here December the 9th, and let's have a look at an update here from Paul T, and what Paul T has said. He's just spoke to the corporate action department of TD Ameritrade. They have not received a corporate action notice from the DTC, and obviously he's called back but not heard anything since then. So what we are seeing here in terms of TD Ameritrade, they have not received a corporate action notice. So what that indicates is they are not obviously following out the instructions in terms of closing out the shorts and passing on the instructions. So that's something that I do expect to happen on the next day. So the next shout out here is to KGV, and we have an update here also from TD, and on this chat we can see we have requested confirmation from the DTC, but we are still waiting for a response. So again, another angle here confirming that no corporate notice received there. And let's have a look at the next update, and this one is with regard to Schwab. So shout out to Real Jethan, and he stated he just got off a phone call with Schwab as of 10:07 CST. Corporate actions team has not received any notice. However, the corporate actions team told me they are aware of MMTLP and are awaiting this notice. So it seems to be a common message here in terms of what's going on, and obviously it looks like the notices are still to be received. And finally, if we have a look at Trade Zero here, and what they have said, positions must be liquidated by 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, December the 9th. So they have an action plan here, and if you fail to liquidate your position, Trade Zero's risk department will automatically liquidate your position. This is what we expect to see from all the brokers, including Schwab, including TD Ameritrade. And once they carry out this action, that is when sell limit orders will be go into effect. There was a press release from the company today, so let's have a look at this press release, and it's more or less confirming what we already knew in terms of the corporate action. So the headline here: Meta Materials announces FINRA has processed corporate action for exchange of Series A preferred shares. So again, at the bottom we can see confirmation of the dates. MMTLP shareholders will, with settled positions 12th of December, which is the record date, will receive 1 share of next Bridge Hydrocarbons for every 1 share of MMTLP held on the pay date, which will be the 14th of December. So that's when you will receive your next Bridge shares. Purchase of MMTLP executed after the 8th of December will not receive the distribution, will not be quoted no ex-dividend. MMTLP shares will be cancelled effective 13th of December 2022, so that it will no longer exist after the 13th of December. MMTLP will be gone forever and will not have any value. So what I want to now do is present 2 angles on this. So the first angle here is something that we shared in the Discord, and let's have a look at this clarification here. So what I stated in response to these dates, obviously there is a question, and the question is, so let's say for example you buy before the 8th of December and then hold till the 12th of December, then obviously you're going to get the distribution. You're going to get next Bridge Hydrocarbon on the 14th, and you're going to get 1 for 1. But here's the question. So obviously we know there's 165 million shares. It can't be higher, can't be lower. It's going to be going in there. No synthetics will go in. So what actually happens if you buy after the 8th of December? So for example, you buy on the 9th, hold till the 12th, you will still get next Bridge, but the company will not be responsible. So we're talking about Meta Materials for distribution of your shares. So what we're saying, the company says you will not get the distribution. However, obviously the float of 165 million must still take into effect. So the responsibility now here will be on the broker to send you your shares. So whoever your broker is, whether it's TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, or etc., to your account from who you bought it from. And the reason for this is because the shares cannot disappear, and we cannot, and the same number must go into next Bridge Hydrocarbons. So that's the theory that I presented in terms of what I think is going to happen. But there has been difference of opinion, so I'm going to share that here with you here. And this is from David, and obviously I think it would be positive for the company to provide some clarification, but this is the angle from David, and what he posted here is explanation of dates. You can buy these shares up till 3:59 p.m. on the 8th. After the 8th, buy buttons will be off. 9th and 12th will be brokers covering short position. 13 shares cancelled. 14th next Bridge Hydrocarbons is delivered. So that's the other angle. However, I'm not sure I agree with this one. So let's see what happens after the 8th of December. And finally, in terms of what we can expect going forward, 8th of December 2022, which will be tomorrow, I do expect all brokers to have received the corporate notices, and this means I can expect the shorts closing their positions, and if they are not closing their positions, I do expect the brokers to obviously liquidate on their behalf, and certainly we will see an end to shorting. That has to happen, but it's not happened today, and we did see the price action go down because obviously there is still significant attacks taking place. So in terms of the vast majority of retail and the OGs, we are still holding, and we still believe in the true value of this play. So finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.